Did you know pets have a fashion week too? And no, it's not all about chewable shoes and edible hats. Imagine the excitement, the anticipation, the nervous chitter-chatter of owners and their furry companions leading up to the pet costume fashion show. It's a day when the runway is taken over by a variety of four-legged models. Sure, the dogs and cats dominate the spotlight, but don't overlook the occasional enthusiastic hamster, all set to strut its stuff in style. The creativity of the owners is a sight to behold. From sequined superhero capes to elaborate Elizabethan ruffs, it's a dazzling display of ingenuity and originality. And the pets? They wear their costumes with a certain furry panache that puts even the most seasoned human models to shame. The stage was set, the pets were preened, and the audience was ready. Little did we know, we were in for a night full of surprises. As the first pet, a poodle dressed as a punk rocker, strutted down the runway, we thought we were in for a treat. Imagine this. A spunky poodle decked out in a faux leather jacket, complete with spikes and a neon mohawk. The crowd was in stitches, cameras flashing, capturing the punk rock pup's debut. Little did we know this was just the tip of the iceberg in a series of hilariously unexpected events. Next up was a dachshund donning a hot dog bun, complete with a squiggly line of faux mustard down the back. Now this little sausage was having none of it. He plopped down, refusing to budge an inch, leaving the audience in a fit of giggles. The fashion show was turning into a comedy show, and we were far from done. Following our stubborn hot dog, a furious feline took the stage, clad in a princess gown. But the catwalk was not her forte. Instead of elegantly parading in her ruffled dress, she got herself twisted up in the layers of tulle. The resulting cat-tastrophe had the audience roaring with laughter. Just when we thought the spectacle couldn't escalate any further, we were introduced to a hamster. Dressed as a tiny knight in shining armor, he was supposed to be the showstopper. And that he was, but not in the way we'd expected. Instead of marching down the runway, our pint-sized Sir Ham-a-Lot decided to make a break for it, causing a hamster hunt that brought the house down. By now, the laughter was uncontrollable. Each pet was outdoing the last in their own unique, hilarious way. But the grand finale was yet to come. Because, of course, what's a pet fashion show without a bulldog dressed as a ballerina? And right on cue, our tutu-clad bulldog sauntered onto the runway. But instead of pirouetting, he yawned widely, circled a spot on the runway, and decided it was the perfect place for a nap. And just when we thought things couldn't get any crazier, a bulldog decided to take a nap right in the middle of the runway. As the bulldog snored blissfully on the runway, we knew this was a fashion show we would never forget. Our furry friends in their vibrant costumes had strayed far from the order and decorum typical of a fashion show. But boy, did they put on a show. Let's rewind a bit, shall we? Picture this. Dogs and cats, decked out in the most outrageous outfits, strutting their stuff on the runway. There was a poodle in a pirate costume, a chihuahua dressed as a ballerina, and even a tabby cat in a superhero cape. The audience was in stitches, their laughter echoing through the venue. And amidst all this, the bulldog, our unexpected star, decided to take a nap right on the runway. The audience's reactions were priceless. There were gasps of surprise, roars of laughter, and even a few tears of joy. It was the kind of good-humored chaos you couldn't script if you tried. The event was more than just a fashion show. It was a celebration of our pets' unique personalities and antics, a testament to the joy they bring into our lives every day. And in the midst of the pandemonium, there were a couple of cool cats who managed to keep their heads. A pair of kittens, dressed as astronauts, stole the show with their out-of-this-world outfits and calm demeanor. Despite the chaos around them, they sauntered down the runway with the grace of seasoned models, earning themselves the title of eventual winners. Their victory was a reminder that even in the face of unexpected disruptions, some managed to rise above it all. It was a lesson in grace under pressure, delivered by two kittens in astronaut costumes. In the end, it was a day filled with laughter, unexpected twists, and a whole lot of adorable pets in silly outfits. It was a day that reminded us of the joy of living in the moment, embracing the unexpected, and finding humor in the chaos. So there you have it, the pet costume fashion show that turned into a comedy of errors. Remember, folks, never underestimate the unpredictability of a pet in a tutu.